Hello everybody, how good of you to join and welcome to Stellaris Nemesis, the latest DLC for Stellaris. Well, I haven't played this game much on my channel yet, to be precise. I haven't played it at all, but I am an avid Stellaris fan and I like to play this beautiful game. And with the latest DLC, the game becomes even more impressive and even more interesting as well. So the first thing that we have is, nothing basically. We are the Empire of Soul, or the Galactic Imperium of Soul of humankind, that I've created here as my new government, and we are militarist and fanatic militarist, so that means we basically like to fight and we like to research new tech and stuff and like to have a whole army of robot slaves at our hands also to do some nasty stuff. Of course, we're playing this game right away with the new Imperial ship models that come with the DLC that I particularly like. So the ships, these stations, going to be interesting how they look, especially later on. And yeah, we're pretty much here in this small sector on a completely randomized galaxy with the highest density of AI empires and the highest AI aggressiveness that you can find in this game. So basically, fight for survival. Perhaps we get far, perhaps we have to stop after 3 episodes. Who knows about that? The game is just too bloody interesting and I will definitely try it again. If I fail, I swear to all my gods. Now, what we are right now here in the center is with Earth, our home planet. And the first thing that comes to mind, yes, we have a completely overhauled pop or economy, planet economy settings, right? We have the new industrial district that's going to change quite a lot, so we don't have that many building options anymore. Instead, every single building counts quite a lot, and the industrial district takes over the alloy and the consumer goods production. Basically also gives us housing and of course it takes more upkeep for energy. So this is pretty interesting. I have no idea how this is going to play out. I have no idea how strong this district is going to be. It's completely new and I guess we'll just have to find out. Well, that's it. We just emerged as a new galactic power and we have to scout, we have to research, we have to start the game. I hope you're going to enjoy this one. Thank you to all my subscribers, thank you to all my Patreon supporters, and if you want to support my channel, well, and you want to purchase this game, then just have a look at the video description and go for my affiliate link where you can purchase the DLC, or if you want to, the whole game as well. And without further ado, let's get started with Stellaris Nemesis. Now, the first thing that we need to do at the beginning, as always, I'm going to choose us some research. We have the physics, society and engineering with a few basic leaders at the moment. And our first tag, let's have a look, is research input, research station output and fusion reactors. I think we go with the fusion reactor because the other ones are not that important early on. I mean, we don't have a lot of stations, and if they just put out one more research, then well, that's that. Pop growth speed, of course, for my second research, and for my third one we only have some basic increasing here, and since we don't have a lot of researchers, we don't have a lot of minerals yet, it doesn't make sense to me. Let's go with the armor to increase our ships, to start with that. Now, speaking of ships, we got our little corvettes here right now that we can start up now for the first time and have them fly around a bit. And a comet has been sighted right away. A small celestial object with pronounced gaseous and particulate tails was recently observed in the Sol system. Its passing was uneventful. Pooh, that was lucky. Could have ended there, the game, right away with a meteor hitting our planet. Fortunately enough, that was not the case. I just love how totally random this game every time is, and that's the beauty of it. Now, we do have a couple of resources right now, a bit of energy, a bit of minerals. The first thing that I would like to do right away is I would like to go into my ship designer for my corvette and turn off the auto-generated and clear the design for this ship. It doesn't seem very logical. Why should I do that? Well, basically, if I upgrade the fleet now, we do get 112 alloys out of it, and I can trade them right away for some energy, and energy is what we need right now. I do have one planet at the moment, that's Earth, so we definitely want to, you know, expand to a second planet there soon. Beautiful Earth, our continental planet that we have there. It's not going to be any more beautiful than that. And we do have a few surroundings there, a few asteroids, a few planets, Saturn over there. And what we do, we have 2 ships right now, a construction ship and a science ship that has a leader. The science ship can actually go out into the wall right away. We just have to have a look around. So there's definitely a habitable planet, what I can see. We do need to find us the first choke points. I would like to, of course, research. Where are we anyway? We are over here in this corner of the galaxy, elliptic galaxy that we have. And perhaps, let's just see, we will be going up there, so exploring this one here. Oh, yeah, that's my science ship. And then we are going into this sector over there, and we are going to explore this area or survey this area there for now, because I would like to go northwards. There's definitely no AI there, at least I hope so, and we could expand into this area. There's probably going to be AI here and AI empires there, and the later we discover them, the better, because the later they become aggressive towards us. We also get a new heir. Since we're an empire, we do need to have an heir. Secundus Valentina Peckham is our new heir. We are right now Primus Wallace Peckham. That's our leader here right now, and he's good at what? Building cost minus 10%, a planetary build speed plus 10, and monthly minerals plus 10%. This is pretty good. So lots of positive aspects there for our economy. The next one would be good then for some defense, for colony ship. Oh, that's too early. We are not going to have her anytime soon. Let's continue. I have my construction ship that I still need to assign, so another ship that still needs to get out of our star base there. And this one is basically, well, getting to Saturn over there, getting us a bit more energy that we need. So there is that. Let's unpause the game once again. And let's just follow our beautiful little construction ship there, as it is on its way towards beautiful, beautiful Saturn. Probably one of the most beautiful planets that we have in our solar system. And starting construction of an energy platform. Okay, a bit later, the first fleet has been fully upgraded, and that means we now have a bunch of alloys available to us. And I would like to sell those alloys right away on the market. And we can do that. We should. I'm also going to sell some consumer goods. We have a surplus of 3 and no one is basically using that. And the same thing we can do with the food. That leaves us with 900 energy. Boy, 900 energy is quite a lot, and we can do quite a lot with that. The first next step that I would like to do is 2 things. First of all, I would like to build another science ship. This enables us to have a bit more exploration, costing us a few more alloys. And the other thing is, on planet Earth, we are using not all the districts right now, and there are some blocked planetary features as well. One of them is a sprawling slum. For 300 energy, we could remove it and would get 1 human pop out of it. Let's do this. Seems like a good idea. Getting pop out is very important early on, since every single pop can work for us. I think about a pop's about 1 million of an entity, like 1 million humans. This would be 3 million humans now that we would have available for well, construction, and we have 32 million on this planet at the moment, which doesn't seem like a lot. We could also say billions, right?
Science ship under attack.
Who knows that? And whoop-de-doo, we get the first attack right away. Our science ship has a problem. Encounter in Rubak. We have made first contact with mysterious aliens in the Rubka. Oh, up here, as we can see, there's some alien vessels right away. For now, we have codenamed them demons until we can find out more about them. If they possess a language, we should decipher it. Is this an AI opponent? Let's get back home. We did not lose the science ship.
Construction complete.
And we have now gotten another one. We still have 500 energy. With that 500 energy, I can get a new leader. Let's just have a look. Anomaly research speed. That seems pretty good. Let's take her. And she is going down here. She's going to survey there, and probably... let's survey around here for now. And the science ship that just fled... oh, it's missing in action. I hope it's coming back to us. I hope we did not completely lose that science ship. First contract protocol. Our recent encounter with alien life forms has reignited and the old debate on how we should approach contacting that. So, should we do that? Should we greet them with open arms? Is it wise to be cautious, or we must ward off those who would threaten us? This is because with that we could set our policy for first contacts to aggressive. The other one would be proactive or cautious. I think we should be cautious for that. So that's pretty cool about Nemesis now. We don't see AI empires at the same time anymore at once, right? So we have to discover them step by step before we can do anything with them. Pretty cool concepts that we have there. First fleet, science ship, the construction ship could continue with another mining station so that we get 2 more minerals out of the Sol system. Okay, we can also now see what the strength of these alien vessels is. So 5k in strength in total. That's pretty strong, pretty close to us. It's definitely not an AI opponent though. These are the demons now. Oh, it might actually be an AI after all. We can now assign an envoy to that. And this envoy will then try to figure out what's going on over there. Let's do this. So Florencia de Vargas. And let's put her on it. And as we can see, she's working now as an envoy. It's not that difficult, it seems so normal. And she will find out now what these demons are to us. Hopefully nothing too bad. It would be really unlucky though if there is an AI empire already so close to us to the northern border. No idea. With my other science ship, we are going into the Sirius sector, rather close by. So there it is. And it's going now to... Oh, this is looking pretty cool there. And this science ship is now exploring the planets. And this is a dual star system. A binary star system. We have 2 big white, I guess, white dwarfs here. Class F star.
Complete.
And it's now, well, basically serving the planets. The first one is the Sirius 3 right away. And it's a continental world. So this should be quite good for us. Can we see? And it has lots of... Oh, yeah, it's not the energy districts anymore. Lots of industrial districts it has for us. Mysterious ruins. Sirius 3 contains the remains of an ancient abandoned colony. From orbit, there are no obvious signs of disaster, which would have killed the inhabitants or compelled them to flee. If we want answers, an expedition to the surface will be required. Of course, I'm totally in for that. I want to figure out what's going on over there. We have unlocked an archaeological site. It's a bit unlucky though. Why? Because we can't colonize this planet now right away, if we want to. Right, so we do need to finish the colony ruins first before, and I think this interface here looks new as well, before we can do something there. Oh, and at the same time we have Servit Krant, which is a pretty boring system. We only have 1 sun, 2 planets, and 3 research on it. There's really nothing else. My 2 science ships are doing their job now. We might actually, this one here, might survey now. And I think excavating once we have... I would still need to go there. It's difficult. Let's actually build the research station on Sol with my construction ship, which is happening over there. On Mars? Oh yeah, perfect. Mars is a perfect fitting station for that. And it's a beautiful planet, no doubt, right? So Mars is the one that we might terraform as well to a habitable planet in the future. Who knows about that? Let's continue. There's so much stuff here to do. I think a 3rd science ship is due. We have the alloys for that. Let's build a 3rd science ship coming up. And there is a new continental world, Alpha Centauri, another binary. No, it actually has 3 stars. 3 stars that we have in here. Proxima Centauri over there with a molten world. A gas giant. And where's there it is, my continental world. You, my friend, will be my first target, I think, if you don't have an archaeological site. I hope not. Ah, what a pretty game. As we start to research now. And this is exciting. It's exciting because every single time it's different. And we never know what we find, what stories unfold behind those planets. Like here in Sirius, the archaeological colony ruins. And the next science ship is out right away. Oh, I think we have managed to do something here. Yep, first contact event. So with those guys here, we have something. The irregularity we had designated as demons appears to be made of some sort of crystalline material. Curiously, it seems to be able to propel itself across the void and protect itself when necessary, indicating that it may be alive. Alright, we continue. Nothing else though. They're hostile at the moment. And that's about it. Nothing else we can do up there. What worries me the most is the alien vessels that we have so close. I hope they're not advancing towards my system there. With my next research ship, we still need one more scientist. Anomaly research speed sounds like a good idea because we are going to use these science ships for quite some time. The third ship is going up here, right? So we do want to explore this cluster. We have lots and lots of ways of going away from here. There's no, confined area for now. So we have open or entry points everywhere. So this is a choke point here for us that we should go for quickly. And over there we have another choke point. I can see that already. And who knows what lies there, right? And yes, while we watch beautiful Seoul, we have 4 ships working for us right now. Strategic resources discovered have been in Alpha Centauri B1, and volatile modes have been discovered. While we do not yet possess the means to extract this resource, we should seriously consider establishing control over the system for the future exploitation. And that's probably, yep, over there. So there we have the volatile modes. Can't do anything about it yet, but later I will have the ability to build something on it. Research station on Mars has been finished with our construction ship. Now I could expand them to Sirius, and I think Sirius is not the best idea. I think Alpha Centauri would be the best idea because this seems more open, right? And we should expand to the open, and there's a planet anyway waiting for us. Plus Sirius would take quite some time before we can settle it thanks to that archaeological site. So the construction ship is going to Krant. And over there is going to... That's unlucky too. Bernard Star might be better. Huh. This is a no-go for now. Even though, after this one, you go there. And you go right to Bernard Star. I want to see what's over there. This is a very bad system to settle in, even though we have the 3 research there. Alright, we got to the next one. Oh, pretty cool system. A neutron star right here in the center. And these are incredible planets. Stars, sorry for that. But beautiful planets around it. But no livable one, right? Nah. A barren world. But it's still looking cool and it's probably giving us lots of energy or research. Meanwhile, my science ship found another anomaly here, a cloud's dance. The atmospheric patterns of Alpha Centauri B3 are highly atypical for a gas giant of modest size. So there might be some interesting scientific discovery lurking on this planet. I'm going to leave it for now because research and survey is far more important than those anomalies for now. But later we might very well go for it. This well, leads us to our first tradition that we can open up, thanks to having enough unity. And yes, I'm always torn between discovery, that gives me a faster anomaly research speed and faster survey speed, and expansion, which gives me a better colony development speed, and also an additional pop when I start a new colony. And this is just much better to me overall, since it's pretty close or pretty well obvious that we're going to settle on quite a few planets soon, and with enough science ships I can compensate the amount of survey speed that we get out of it. So I'm going with the expansion in that case, and yeah, my tiny ships can continue. We have 3 science ships. At this point I might be thinking about a 4th one once we have the alloys for that. And over here, first contract event is pending once again. It's the demons, and our researchers have finished investigating the reports of extraordinary free-floating crystal-like objects observing in the Rukba system. So that's, yeah, the system up there. And what's going on? Even should we not find a martial use for them, studying a shattered crystal would no doubt yield interesting results. So do we need, or do we want to research them, or do we want to break them apart? Yeah, I would actually say we, well, research them. Breaking them apart might put them hostile towards us, and they're pretty strong. 500 minerals is not that much anyway. Let's go with...
An alien empire has established communications.
Oh, and with that we have also finished the first contract, first contact for the demons. And that's basically it. It's not an empire though. It's just some entities lying around there or floating around there. Another anomaly that we don't need for now. And just a little bit later we have established ourselves in Krant. Yeah, I know, I did it after all. There's a bit of research lurking over there. So, well, basically the sun that we have where we can put up a research station. Other than that, there's nothing else, right? But it's an important system anyway because we need to get up there and we need to get over here to Alpha Centauri. So either way, I have to go to this system and rather do it now. I'm still waiting for a survey of Alpha Centauri to be completed. I hope my science ship is finished with that soon. As it is currently, looking at this molten planet here with 0 habitability and nothing interesting happening on it. Also, what is happening? Another science ship, the Archimedes, is out and ready for action. The only thing we should be doing is recruiting a new scientist for it. Research speed for the physics, for the engineering, and for the X. Let's go for engineering. And with that one here on its way, we have the 4th science ship. This one will probably go to the system there right away and scout. Oh, wait a second, Burnout Star. So this one is still scouting that one, and then it's going over here, and then to this choke point there. Or we go, wait a second, let's stay here and go to the choke point right away. That one, let's just have a look as we see more. This is looking bad. Let's go to this one there right away then after that. I want to find the choke points that we have in the way. Alright, now next up, as it is obvious that we're going to have a new planet soon, I would like to go with a colony ship. I think for that we are close to having everything. I just need to wait a few months and then we should be building a colony ship to settle on Alpha Centauri that we still haven't surveyed yet. Where is my science ship? And with a bit of research, our first leader, the governor, has leveled up. Very good. Another anomaly. So that's the governor of our Earth planet right now, Keith Allenby, or Allenby. And he gives us a bonus of 10% food for all the production that we have on this. Now, of course, Earth is still growing right now. Let's just have a look. Not a very strong one. This is another change. The bigger the planet or the bigger the population, the smaller and the slower the pop growth is. So in that case here, it's getting slower and slower. We still have one available job as a clerk, and for specializations, nothing else. I would like to go with a new generator district as well. We do have quite a few tiles here, and energy is the most important thing for us at this point. For normal workers and for specialists, probably another research lab that we can have over there as well. Very good. Now let's just see. Research here has ended. Another very disappointing system. Only 3 engineering research. That's system not good. On the other hand though, Alpha Centauri is looking really glorious here with 6 energy and 12 minerals, and we have finished serving it, and we can thus also build us a starbase in Alpha Centauri. Costing us a bit of influence there, but we still have plenty of that, no problem. And after that, we can start colonizing Alpha Centauri planet itself. Now, over here, another survey has ended, and we have found a wormhole. A natural wormhole we have found in the Sooth system. Depending on where the second wormhole is located, this could potentially allow ships to travel from one end of the galaxy to the other in a matter of days. Unfortunately, this wormhole, like the vast majority of its kind, is inherently unstable. Right, we can't do that right now. Still, wormholes look fantastic. Let's just have a look at that. And there we have it in all its glory, the Sooth wormhole. Who knows what happens when we get sucked into that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This science ship here is out of jobs now, and that's good because we can send it to Sirius to excavate the site over there. Actually, I only have one construction ship. Getting another one up might be... First decision, waiting for colony ship or having a second construction ship. Either way, it's going to be expensive. I think Let's wait for the colony ship. That's more important. Bernard's star has been fully, well, served. There's not a whole lot going on over there. And I can continue serving here. This science ship must be... Yeah, let's continue to this route. There is another route going away from our system. So the goal right now is to stay alive against those alien vessels here.
Construction complete.
On one hand, we might at some point try to attack them, but who knows? Might be taking a while, and to establish some important choke points. Over here, there's a tundra world. Alright, tundra world, not the best one.
Anomaly
We
found.
might be making a robot colony out of it at some point. For humans, it's definitely a bit too cold over there, but we'll just find out how well it is to live here. And perhaps then we send some humans over there once we can afford it. Alrighty, construction ship is constructing. Nope, it's finished. We might be going over here to build the next outpost right away. Yep, let's do that. So that we can start with the excavation of Sirius. And in Alpha Centauri, what we can do now here is we could colonize this one if we had the alloys and the consumer goods. Let's have a look at our energy. We do need 200 consumer goods, so only 50 of that. But 125 of that, we can afford that. And wait for the rest of the consumer goods. No, that's taking too long. Let's purchase all of that and start building a colony ship. Alpha Centauri Prime, it's going to be called, and it's going to be our first extra terrestrial planet that we can settle on. This one here in another solar system. And we need to start with that as early as possible. Now, let's also just see, in 3 months, we unlock the next tradition, and that's going to be the new colony start with 1 additional pop growth, or 1 additional pop, and that's going to help right off the bat with this planet, and right off the bat with this planet here. That is, by the way, natural beauty. So, Sirius is beautiful. Alpha Centauri has nothing to offer. And what does Sol offer? The prosperous unification only. So that's a bit of happiness at least. Fine, fine, fine. We construct the districts, the research lab, speeding up the research. At the moment we're only at 82, 87. And I'm also going to keep a close look there at our ships doing their work around Sol system. And then we continue here. Stay tuned.